This is Endrick, one of the highest potential players in Football Manager and Real Madrid's golden boy. But unfortunately, he barely plays for Real Madrid and he has been sitting on the bench most of the time. So today I'm becoming his agent in Football Manager to see if I can help him reach his potential, win Ballon d'Ors and also win the World Cup for Brazil. And here we have Endrick in Real Madrid. His current ability at the moment is 142 out of 200. And the season has now come to an end, and honestly speaking, Endrick did not perform badly. He started 15 games and came off the bench 13 times, and he scored 9 goals and had 1 assist in all competitions. For a 19-year-old Brazilian, it's not that bad, and Endrick's current ability has gone up by 10. Real Madrid also performed really well. Real Madrid won the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain, and they won the La Liga with 91 points. So that is 2 trophies for Endrick in his first season. And unfortunately, the World Cup does not go to plan for Endrick, as Mexico beat Brazil 3-2 in the round of 16. That is a painful defeat, but Endrick will have at least 4 more World Cups to compete in. And Endrick's second season at Real Madrid has come to an end, and attributes-wise, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Endrick, and I love the fact that his current ability is now 164, which means that in 2 seasons he's gone up by 22 ratings. That is insane. And I think in real life, because of the lack of game time that Endrick gets, I feel like people forget how good Endrick really is. This guy can really reach the highest level, and that is what we're going to try and achieve today. He played 24 games and he came off the bench 6 times, and he scored 11 goals and had 3 assists. And internationally, he played 3 games and he scored 2 goals for Brazil. So Endrick is actually putting up very solid numbers at Real Madrid. But even though Endrick is now playing 26 games in a season, I do want him to play a bit more games, and I want him to be the main man in the team. Because at the moment, the 2 stars in Madrid are Mbappe and Vinicius. And as his agent, I want to make the best moves for Endrick as possible. And I've noticed that Harry Kane has left Bayern Munich to Manchester City, which means that Bayern Munich currently do not have a number 9. So what I've done is I've sent Endrick on loan to Bayern Munich, and at Bayern Munich, Endrick will get way more game time and he will be the focal point of attack alongside Olise. And we're now at the end of season 3. Endrick is now 22 years old. After the first year at Bayern Munich, it seems like my plan went well. This season, Endrick played a total of 40 games for Bayern Munich. He scored 21 goals in all competitions, so he had his first major breakout season this year. And of course, Endrick helped Bayern Munich win the league title yet again, but Bayern lose 3-1 in the Champions League final to Arsenal. That could have been Endrick's second UCL. Honestly speaking, he could potentially win the Ballon d'Or this year. He had an insane season. But of course, Endrick's not the only one that keep popping off. There's also a Barcelona player called Lamine Yamal. He has played 43 games this season and he's got 17 goals and had 12 assists. So he scored less goals than Endrick, but he had way more assists than Endrick. And Yamal's current ability is 193, so he's already close to his peak. So for the next couple of years, there's going to be a battle between Endrick and Lamine Yamal. The good news does not stop for Endrick because he has just won the Copa America with Brazil, baby. Brazil beats USA in the final and Endrick scored a goal in the final, baby. So he already has 1 international trophy for Brazil. But obviously we're looking for the big trophy, that is the World Cup. But this year the Ballon d'Or did not go to Endrick or Lamine Yamal. The Ballon d'Or was won by Michael Olise. Lamine Yamal and Endrick did not even get shortlisted this year. I guess Endrick needs another legendary year this season. And Endrick's now back from his loan at Bayern Munich, and I feel like I'm going to let him stay at Madrid. And that's because the dictator Kylian Mbappe has now left Real Madrid and is now playing for Manchester City, which now opens the door for Endrick to be the starting striker for Real Madrid. We are now at the end of season 4 and oh my goodness, Endrick has cooked. Endrick played 55 games this year, the most he has played in his career, and he scored 29 goals and has 15 assists. His attributes look very good now. He has 17 finishing, his composure is up, his dribbling is up. He's now a very good player. He was the top goal scorer for Madrid and he was the top assister for Madrid. But as much as Endrick is cooking, Lamine Yamal is cooking as well, because Barcelona won the league with 96 points and Lamine Yamal scored 21 goals and 13 assists. So according to stats, for the first time Endrick has had a better season than Lamine Yamal. But unfortunately, for the second season running, Endrick does not even get shortlisted for the Ballon d'Or. When is Endrick going to win the Ballon d'Or? We go again next year, and next year is a World Cup year. Can Endrick carry Brazil at the age of 24 to a World Cup? Their first World Cup since 2002. I wasn't even born then. So we're now at season 5 and Endrick's current ability is now 180, which is 10 away from his prime. So we're making very good progress. He's now 24 years old and he played 42 games this season and he scored 21 goals and had 4 assists. Very solid season for Endrick. Real Madrid also won the La Liga with 97 points, so that's another trophy added for Endrick. And Lamine Yamal also had a solid season. He scored 18 goals and had 6 assists. So overall, it was a solid season for the both of them. And the World Cup has happened and it started off well for Brazil. They won every single game in the group stage and they won against Algeria 4-1 in the round of 32. And in the round of 16, they beat Argentina 1-0. And in the quarterfinals, Brazil beat Belgium 1-0. Could Brazil do something here? Lamine Yamal Spain lost in the quarterfinals to England. But unfortunately, they lost against France 3-1 in the semifinals. No! And this likely means that Mbappe or Olise will win the Ballon d'Or. And my prediction was correct, as Mbappe has won the Ballon d'Or yet again. Mbappe is getting crazy. Mbappe has 4 Ballon d'Ors. Oh my god. And the season has now come to an end. I'll be honest with you, it was a solid save for Endrick yet again. This time he played 46 games, he scored 23 goals and had 9 assists. But unfortunately, this season Real Madrid lost the league by 1 point to Barcelona. And they lost in the round of 16 of the Champions League to Arsenal. So lately, Real Madrid have not performed that well. Do we maybe start thinking about potentially leaving Real Madrid to another club? And right now, teams like Liverpool and Chelsea are interested in him. So maybe we move it to a Premier League club in the future. And despite Endrick having a good season, his rival Yamal had an even better season. He won the league and he scored 28 goals and had 14 assists this campaign, which scares me because Lamine Yamal could potentially win a Ballon d'Or this year. And to my surprise, surprised actually, the Ballon d'Or was not won by Lamine Yamal. The Ballon d'Or was actually won by Bukayo Saka. This is the first time Lamine Yamal has been shortlisted for the Ballon d'Or, and no signs of Endrick so far. And season 7 is now done for Endrick. Let's see how well he did. He's now 26 years old, man. He's getting up there, man. He's getting into his prime. This is the stage where he has to start winning some Ballon d'Ors. It was another solid season from Endrick. He scored 21 goals and he had 8 assists in all competitions. So Endrick is scoring more than 20 goals every season, which is very solid. I feel like we have to hit that 30 goals mark because the competition is high. Because if you look at Lamine Yamal, he scored 24 goals and had 8 assists as well. Yamal is also very consistent. But Real Madrid did win some trophies this year. They won the La Liga with 97 points. And Barcelona also had 97 points. So Real Madrid won the league by head-to-head. But unfortunately, it was disappointment in the Champions League yet again as they lost in the semi-finals against Arsenal. And Barcelona also lost in the semi-finals. So we could have potentially had the Barcelona and Real Madrid final, but they fumbled the bag. It's quite obvious to see that Manchester City are the best team in the world. I mean, they have Erling Haaland, they have Mbappe, Musiala, Doku, they have Odogwu as well, they have Yildiz. These guys have the best players in the world. I feel like moving Endrick here wouldn't be a smart choice because he needs game time. So if you go to the other side of England, you have Arsenal. They also have a very good team. In midfield and attack, they have players like Declan Rice, Odegaard, Emery, Bakola, Saka. And the current number 9 situation for Arsenal is kinda bad, to be honest. They have Ferran Torres starting, who's very mid, and they have Gyökeres, who's 34 years old. So I feel like I might actually move Endrick to Arsenal. So after 6 years at Real Madrid, Endrick says goodbye and has gone to Arsenal, baby. This is a new stage for Endrick's career, and I have terrible news. The Ballon d'Or has officially gone to Lamine Yamal. This is Lamine Yamal's first Ballon d'Or of the video. So hopefully this move to Arsenal helps Endrick win the Ballon d'Or soon. And Endrick's first season for Arsenal is done, baby. And Endrick is now at the 189 current ability, so he's just one away from his potential. So he's basically at his max level. And he had a very good debut season for Arsenal. In 42 games, he scored 25 goals and he had 5 assists. And Endrick also had the most goals in the league with 20 goals. And Arsenal won the Premier League, baby, with 91 points. That's what we're talking about. And Lamine Yamal also had a fantastic season as well. Both of them are going head-to-head, battling it out. And next year is the 2034 World Cup, so he has the opportunity to win the World Cup for Brazil at the age of 27. For the second year in a row, Lamine Yamal has won the Ballon d'Or. Lamine Yamal is starting to run away with it. Next season, Endrick has to win the World Cup and the Champions League. And Endrick's second season at Arsenal has come to an end. He's 28 years old now, and his current ability is also 190 now. And overall, this was his best goal-scoring season yet. Endrick's season played 48 games and he scored 33 goals and he had 9 assists. In the Premier League alone, he scored 25 goals. So he definitely had the Ballon d'Or worthy season. But the thing that could be letting him down is the fact that Arsenal went trophyless this season. But other than that, he had an even better season than Lamine Yamal. He only scored 23 goals and had 7 assists. Endrick, if he can win the World Cup next month, could potentially win his first Ballon d'Or. And the World Cup has now happened, baby. Brazil finished second place behind Germany. In the round of 32, Brazil beats Denmark 4-3 and advanced to the round of 16. And in the round of 16, they absolutely destroyed Colombia 8-0. But unfortunately, in the quarterfinals, it leads 3-2 to Ukraine. You have Vinicius, Endrick, and you lose. And the winner of the World Cup was Belgium. This year, the Ballon d'Or was won by Bukayo Saka. And second place was Yamal Musiala. And third place was Lena Cole. Bro, when is Endrick gonna win a Ballon d'Or? Will he ever win a Ballon d'Or, bro? We're now at the end of Endrick's third season at Arsenal. He's 29 years old now. Performance-wise for Arsenal, it was a solid season. It's not the 33 goals that he scored last year, but it's 25 goals this time and 8 assists. Fair enough to Endrick. He actually won the European Golden Shoe, baby. That's what we like to see. Come on, baby. But unfortunately, Arsenal lost the league yet again to Manchester City. But Arsenal won the Champions League final against Chelsea, baby. Endrick scored in the final. Could that mean that Endrick finally wins a Ballon d'Or this year? And looking at the stats, technically, Lamine Yamal had a way better season than Endrick, and he had a way higher average match rating. And as expected, Lamine Yamal won the Ballon d'Or. What does Endrick have to do? Another season has come to an end. Endrick is now 30 years old. And let's have a look at the stats. 43 games played this season, and he scored 29 goals and had 9 assists. Again, yeah, very good numbers. Endrick actually won the best FIFA men's player, baby. Hey, you know what? We take that, baby. And he won the World Soccer Men's World Player of the Year. Hopefully he can win the Ballon d'Or soon. If we look at what Arsenal did, Arsenal finished in third place in the Premier League, and Arsenal lost in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So there's no trophy for Endrick this season yet again. We've been at Arsenal for the past 4 years, so I feel like it's time to maybe move on. As the great agent as I am, I have moved Endrick to Chelsea. I know there's a rivalry, but Endrick needs to be in the best place possible, and Chelsea are currently the best team in the world. So what I'm going to do now is team 2 seasons to the next World Cup, and let's see if in that time frame Endrick can win a Ballon d'Or. Endrick is now 32 years old. He has spent 2 seasons at Chelsea. Endrick played 35 games and he got 15 assists in his first season for Chelsea. I'll be angry if he does not win the Ballon d'Or. And the season after that was not as good, but it's still solid. He played 47 games, he scored 26 goals and had 10 assists. So 36 GA in his second season. Very solid stuff. I have great news. Endrick finally won the Ballon d'Or, baby. Let's go! Oh my days. He had to score more than 35 goals to get the Ballon d'Or. So Endrick now has 1 Ballon d'Or and Lamine Yamal has 3. And now it's time for the World Cup. So the 2038 World Cup has happened and Brazil are in the final against Turkey. Endrick can win his first ever World Cup right here. Lock in, bro, please. So let's see for the day. Can Endrick and Brazil win the World Cup? And Brazil win the final against Turkey 7-0. Yo, Brazil are insane. Endrick got a 10.0 rating. So Endrick in the space of a year has won the Ballon d'Or and he has won the World Cup with Brazil. But despite winning the World Cup, Endrick did not win the Ballon d'Or. He finished in second place. How? This guy should be on 2 Ballon d'Ors. Endrick has spent about 7 seasons in England. I think it's maybe time to send him back to where it all began. That place is not Palmeiras, but it is Real Madrid. I feel like we can end the story here at Madrid. And Endrick's final season is coming to an end, baby, at the age of 34. Let's see how well he did, man. Endrick is not washed. He played 46 games and he scored 24 goals. He also won the Golden Boot for the La Liga by scoring 19 goals in the league. I feel like Endrick has actually become one of the greatest Brazilians to ever play football. He has the Ballon d'Or, he has the World Cup, he has numerous Champions Leagues. And if you have enjoyed this video of me playing Endrick's career, I think you enjoyed this video right here as well. So click on this, subscribe, and I hope you love it. Vamos!